What's up, guys? This is Sammy Geek back here with a quick video response to YouTuber Recombu and our friend Peter. The hater of Samsung innovation and technology and the hater of the Samsung Fold. We must take a few minutes to respond to you, sir. Your video starts out ripping Samsung marketing and saying that the Fold 3 is considered now the new mainstream. Yes, it's the marketing giant. It's the marketing of Samsung. Of course they're going to call it the mainstream. They've gone through 2 other generations of this phone in order to polish it enough to feel comfortable enough to where they can call it the mainstream device. Think about, let's go way back in the time to HTC. How about the HTC Evo 4.6? Peter, take a few minutes to Google search some of the writers and reviewers of the HTC Evo 4.6. They'll sound very similar to what your tone is towards the Fold 3, in that they were completely tearing this device as unusable, unwielding, too big, doesn't fit in the hand, doesn't fit in the pocket. No one in their freaking crying out loud minds need a phone that big. It's damn near a tablet. Why not buy a tablet? That's a 4.6-inch screen. By today's standard, that's a postage stamp. Now we have these massively huge phones, which, to get to one of your other points, you said the best selling point of the Fold 3 is that it has an extra screen. Like, who in the hell needs an extra screen on a phone? The tablet market's been on the decline. We don't need foldable tablets. No one uses tablets anymore. Let's go back to the HTC 4.6 example. Look at the Notes now. Samsung started to take the Note in a direction where it was getting a bigger and bigger and bigger screen. You could do more on it, more multitasking, get more work done. Guess who followed suit? Probably the company that you're a big fan of, Apple. Again, no disrespect, but Apple makes a great product. But what did they do? They followed suit behind Samsung and started creating larger phones and larger phones and larger phones. And now so you have all these Apple people and all these Samsung people using these giant devices, even myself included. I use a Note 20 Ultra every day, and I use it for lounge time when I'm sitting on the couch and, you know, checking out Google or shopping on Amazon or whatever I'm doing. I'm using my Note 20 Ultra today. I always dream of having something that would be more like a portable tablet. For my use, it'd be perfect. But my point is that more and more people are using these large screen phones, and they don't need a tablet, so they don't go out and buy a tablet. That's why the market is declining. I mean, there's a direct correlation to this all happening. So the other thing that you mentioned is you're downplaying the game changer that the Fold 3 is. You're downplaying the waterproof. You're downplaying the in-screen camera. You're saying it's large and unwielding. Listen, how do you knock this innovation? Look, they came out with the Fold 1, and this was a early adopter's phone. They came out with the Fold 2. They made huge advancements over the Fold 1. Now they've taken the Fold 2, and they've taken everything that everyone's asking for. They made the device lighter, smaller. They've added a 120 hertz display in the front. They've added an under-screen camera. They've added waterproofing. They've added the S Pen, for crying out loud. They've done most of what everyone is asking. And you mentioned it's expensive. But yes, it's expensive. But what else did they do this year? They took the Fold 2, which was a $2,000 device. They've added a bunch of innovation to it, polished everything they needed to do for this year, for this generation, and then lowered the price. How do you complain about that? I mean, we'd all love to see this thing be some perfect, ultra thin, amazing camera, $900 device that does everything and gives you a back massage when you need it. But we're not there. I mean, and without this phone, without the first generation and the second generation, we wouldn't even be where we're at now. So how do you hate on Samsung for taking a screen and folding it in half and making it so you can do it 200,000 times and not break the damn thing? And you can dunk it in water. Like, come on. Like, I shouldn't even be making this video. This is comical. So with all due respect, everything that you've said about the foldable device, you're asking for just too much to where we are today. Let me give you one more example. Tesla. When they came out with the original Model S, that thing was rough around the edges. It was expensive as hell. It was a new class of vehicle that no one knew exactly what is this going to be like? How do I charge it? How much range do I get? A lot of questions, but people bought it, and the people who bought it loved it. And guess what that gave us the ability to do? It gave Tesla the ability to then create better vehicles, less expensive vehicles, advance the technology. It's exactly what Samsung is doing here. Look at Tesla. They're now they have the Model Y, the Model 3. It's one of the best sellers in the world for vehicles today, and Samsung is trying to do the same type of innovation. They're saying there is a market. Do you think Samsung is going to try and create a foldable tablet if they don't think there's a market for it? You gotta be kidding me. Samsung is far too advanced to say, let's take a chance at a foldable tablet or a foldable phone in hopes that it catches on. It's not in hopes that it catches on. You already hear articles about Apple trying to want to create a foldable tablet. You hear that Google is creating a foldable tablet. There's also a couple other competitors not available in the market that I'm in, but they do exist. This is the future, not of mobile devices. This is the future of a new category for people that want to have that portable tablet, foldable tablet in their pocket, or they want more screen real estate for multitasking, or they don't want to buy a mobile phone and a tablet. How about that one? So again, when you're talking about rival devices, you're knocking Samsung and you're knocking the Fold and saying this thing is large and unwielding, and you're calling rival phones much more portable and much more convenient and even better looking. What are we talking about? Which other phones are we talking? I would like to know what competitors we're talking about, because in my market, the Fold 3 is the only device that I can get that is a true foldable phone, like that turns into a tablet. It's the only one. And by the way, it's the only one that I would now finally recommend to friends and family. I'm a tech geek, and I had the first Fold, and I had the second Fold, and the Flip, and the Flip 5G, and I wouldn't have recommended any of those to any normal person. If you're a tech geek, yeah, hell yeah, I'd recommend it to you. But just your average, everyday, mobile phone user, I never would have recommended it. But Samsung has gone leaps and bounds from their first generation, and they are bringing us forward into the future. So innovate, don't hate. Talk to you guys soon. Thanks again.